We're going to visit with Sean Reynolds here. Darren Feeney doing a nice job there in Milwaukee, helping us track him down. I know he's only got a few minutes. Sean, thanks for coming on today. Kind of quick notice. Always good to talk a little Padre baseball. And how are things coming out of that split in San Francisco for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely, fellas. Thanks for having me. It's good, man. It's obviously a tough stretch of the season that we're in, but the vibe is good. It always is. And, just excited to play baseball every day and compete. I think, obviously I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like that certainly is the energy that everybody brings every day from the top down. So it's fun to be a part of.
John, you had a tremendous outing the other night. You had to go out through 3 innings for this ball club, and at a time that the bullpen needed. They needed somebody to step up. You were that guy. What was? Did you know ahead of time that might be a role that you had to fill where it was multiple innings like that? And does your preparation change at all on a day that you may know that you are going to have a little heavier workload?
That's a good question. I think. Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. No, I think that kind of started developing last year in AAA. They floated the idea down when I was down there that start kind of stretching out the outings and getting used to going multiple, and obviously for this reason. So no, but to answer your question, I don't think the preparation or the mindset really changes. I've said this and I'll say it again to whoever's listening that I'm just here to help the team win, man. I don't really have any ego involved or any care in terms of the situation of the game or anything like that. So no, I think just you try to stay present with each pitch the best you can. And if I throw, 1 inning or 3 innings or however many they need that day, then, just one pitch at a time and trying to, just help the boys out and give us the best possible chance to win, whether it's, like you said, I come in when we're down or up or tied or whatever. The job of the bullpen is to keep the game where it's at. So that's really my only focus.
Sean Reynolds doing a good job of that for the Padres. Sean, where did you learn, would you say, not to pitch so much, but where did you learn to get the kind of stuff that you have? Or do you think this was a God-given thing, or was it a combination of both? The ball moves all over the place out there. I'm glad I don't have to try to hit it. That's all.
Yeah, right. No, I'd say probably a combination of both, to be honest. Obviously, everyone that's a major league pitcher or hitter has, a world of God-given ability, but it's taken a lot of work and a lot of days of practice, and going back to obviously before even being a pro, it's just your whole life of throwing a ball and kind of learning what works and what doesn't. And but yeah, I think just a lot of days in the throwing program. When I made the transition from hitting to pitching, I kind of looked at it like, when you're a hitter, you can go and take 1,000 swings a day, and it really doesn't tax your body or especially your arm the way throwing does. So when we're in throwing program and we get our chance to do our work before the game, whether or not, especially in the minor leagues, and you kind of know your schedule a little bit better and it's more mapped out. You got to make all those throws count. So I've just tried my best to, like I said before, just be present with whether it's in the game on the mound, in a tight situation, or if we're playing catch on the line. It's like you got to be present with what you're doing and really put all your focus into trying to get better in whatever capacity it is that day. So yeah, it's definitely, obviously the talent is God given, and I appreciate that always, but it's definitely taken a lot of hard work to craft what I'm working with now.
Sean Reynolds joins us, Padre reliever, off to a terrific start. I think this guy has a extremely high ceiling for this ball club. And Sean, you came into camp, prepared to make a team, and you have a setback like the stress reaction in your foot. How difficult was that for you to deal with? Because it just seemed like it just couldn't get better in time for you to really get back on the mound before we broke camp. Was that a difficult thing to kind of deal with? Have a chance to make the club out of camp and then have this setback?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You always want to be out there competing, and even if it is spring training, it was killing me every day to be, it was either me or strength, me and strength coach, or me and a few other guys just kind of in the weight room, doing our thing and trying to rehab while, the rest of the team was out on the field, practicing and, enjoying camp. So obviously always difficult when you can't be out there, but at the same time, it's like, once the initial kind of shock value of, of the diagnosis happened, and then you kind of are bummed out obviously for a day or two, but after that it's like what can I do to get better every day and try and make this as short of a recovery as possible. So yeah, definitely extremely difficult, but at the same time, like grateful for the experience. Definitely taught me a lot, and it makes being out here every day definitely that much sweeter to know that obviously we're blessed to be able to do what we do, and it can be taken away at a moment's notice. So just really trying to enjoy every day and stay present with where I'm at. And yeah, man, it's been a fun ride so far.
Sean, we'll let you go on this. You're Southern California kid, Redondo Beach. What high school?
Yes, sir.
What high school was it?
Redondo Union.
It was Redondo Union.
Yes, sir.
I pitched many a game in that stadium.
Oh yeah.
I went to Beverly Hills High, which I think was an Ocean League
rival. Oh no way! Yeah,
Redondo.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day, pitched a lot of games there. So I can kind of picture
fantastic.
where you grew up, and congrats on making it where guys like me never made it. But
oh well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a blast to be a part of, and it's a crazy team to be on as a rookie, and just try to soak it in every day and remind myself, how lucky I am and all of us are to be able to come to big league stadiums and and play baseball around the country. It's a lot of fun.
Well done, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, appreciate it, fellas. Have a great day.